Hello, beautiful people. This is Lisa of Sister Queens, coming to you from the Cosmic Chambers. So today, this morning, I slept through 2 alarms, both of my alarms. And when I did awaken, I was later than my normal time, awakening at that second alarm. I got to the pool, and it was share a lane time because I was late time. And I was lucky enough to share with another fellow swimmer who I call the Mermaid Lady. This woman is so graceful in the water, and she is truly, truly one with the water. Hardly splashes, moves very gracefully, and I know she doesn't love to share a lane. Like, everybody wants to kind of have their own lane and do their own thing. That's why we go at 5:30 in the morning, which was not this morning's case. This morning 6:30, but there was still, most of the lanes was shared. And I always will share with her, and she will always share with me, although it's really interesting today. So my practice today was much less cosmic and connective and my own internal thoughts and spaces, because all of my focus and energy was on disturbing the water as little as possible, being aware of where her body was in relation to mine so that we weren't going to, collide or brush each other or something like that. And it was a really interesting experience to have my senses completely external, because usually they're very internal, and I'm have a much more focused internal space. So that was this morning's swim. And the stroke that I practiced today was, now that's the other interesting thing, because usually I'll swim for a while. I'm very meditative, I'm very internally focused, and I have my phone at the end of the lane in a little waterproof case. And I'll jot down some little notes to talk about to write down what I want to talk about. But today, this is what I wrote on my little notes. I have it pulled up on the screen here. Sensing others in the lane and being aware of one another. And that's all I wrote. So I'm having a hard time thinking back to what kind of strokes I actually did. It was a lot of freestyle stroke and choosing a number. Okay, so that's what it was. So I was focusing on freestyle strokes and choosing a number. I chose today, I think it was 5 and 7. So I would just do 5 strokes, holding my breath, and then put my head to the side and take an inhale. 5 strokes to the opposite side, turn my head, do an inhale. And I focused a lot on very slow, very splash-free, very efficient strokes. And I also noticed Mermaid Lady, though she does no splashes, nothing feels intense about her swimming. Her pacing is quicker than mine. And I found that really interesting as well. And sometimes she dives under the water and she holds her breath and she just moves. She kind of waves her body, like undulates her body underneath the water. And it's really beautiful to see her ability to stay under the water and to get to the other side with just undulating movements of her body. So that was today's focus. And then a lot of times, what I did was I timed my swim so that I was timing myself in the lane so that she got to the end, and then I was out of the way so that I had the lane behind me free. So then I would do my backstroke, and I focused a lot on frog legs backstroke and winged arm backstroke. So with winged arm, it's what I've spoken about, like butterfly, is bringing my arms up over my head and moving them through the water, and then my legs, the soles kind of come together and they jut out straight, and then the knees bend, kind of like a frog motion. So those were the two strokes that I focused on. And that's what I did today.